the featherweight contest between Diego Lopez and Zhang Silva at Noche UFC unfolded as one of the most compelling and narratively charged bouts of the year, a meeting that combined technical mastery, shifting momentum, and a finish so sudden and violent that it altered the trajectory of both men's careers. In the weeks leading up to the fight, the prevailing discourse among analysts and fans was that Silva, riding the crest of a 5-fight finish streak, possessed the form, confidence, and offensive arsenal to overwhelm Lopez. The Brazilian's reputation for aggression, his flair for spinning attacks, and his ability to impose a high-pressure striking game had made him a favorite in the eyes of many, even though the bout was scheduled on a weekend celebrating Mexican Independence Day, a symbolic advantage for Lopez given his heritage. Lopez, however, entered the octagon with the quiet determination of a man who had tasted the highest level of competition in his division and was intent on proving that he remained a force among the elite. From the opening bell, the fight revealed itself as a clash of styles. Lopez, aware of Silva's preference for explosive striking combinations, sought to disrupt his rhythm early. He employed calf kicks to destabilize Silva's stance, and when Silva attempted a spinning heel kick in the first minute, Lopez capitalized with a perfectly timed level change, driving through for a takedown. On the canvas, Lopez's superiority was immediate and emphatic. He transitioned to full mount with minimal resistance, his hips heavy and his posture upright, raining down short, slicing elbows that opened a cut on Silva's scalp. The blood was a visual marker of Lopez's control, yet Silva's response was to smile through the damage, a gesture that both reassured his supporters and hinted at his own defiance. Though the referee hovered with concern, Silva scrambled to his feet in the dying seconds of the round, drew a roar from the crowd, and ensured that the contest retained its tension. The second round began with a marked shift in momentum. Silva emerged from his corner with renewed urgency, pressing forward behind a stiff jab and combinations that targeted both head and body. He landed a series of clean right hands and inside elbows, forcing Lopez to retreat and cover up. The swagger that had characterized Silva's pre-fight demeanor returned in the form of mid-exchange taunts and a relentless forward march. The crowd, sensing the tide turning, responded to each landed strike with swelling noise, and the commentary team began to speculate that Lopez might be wilting under the pressure. In those moments, the narrative that had been circulating before the fight, that Silva's power and pace would eventually overwhelm Lopez, seemed to be materializing in real time. It was precisely at the point when Silva appeared to be in the ascendancy that the fight's decisive moment occurred. With just over 10 seconds remaining in the round, Silva pursued Lopez towards the fence, intent on closing the distance and perhaps sealing the frame with a flurry. Lopez, reading the forward momentum and recognizing the narrow window for a counter, pivoted sharply off his lead foot and unleashed a spinning back elbow of rare precision. The strike landed flush on Silva's temple, the force amplified by Silva's own forward movement. The effect was immediate and devastating. Silva's legs buckled, his body crumpled to the canvas, and blood began to pour from a deep gash opened by the blow. Lopez followed with heavy ground and pound, compelling the referee to intervene at 4 minutes and 48 seconds of the round. The belief that Silva was on the verge of victory before the finish was not without foundation. His second round surge had placed Lopez on the defensive, his volume and accuracy suggesting that the momentum was shifting decisively. Silva's body language, confident, aggressive, unrelenting, reinforced the impression that he was breaking his opponent's resolve. Yet mixed martial arts is a sport defined by its capacity for abrupt reversals, and Lopez's spinning elbow was a textbook example of how a single, well-timed technique can erase an opponent's advantage in an instant. From a technical perspective, the setup was as important as the execution. Lopez had spent much of the fight circling away from Silva's power side, conditioning him to expect retreat. by choosing to pivot into the spinning elbow at the precise moment. Silva committed to closing the distance. Lopez used his opponent's aggression against him, generating maximum impact with minimal telegraph. In the broader context of their careers, the fight will be remembered as a defining moment for both men. For Lopez, it was a reaffirmation of his place among the division's most dangerous and unpredictable fighters, a victory that combined grappling dominance with a highlight reel finish. For Silva, it was a harsh lesson in the volatility of the sport, a reminder that dominance in one phase of a fight offers no guarantee of victory. The bout itself, with its shifts in momentum, technical intricacies, and dramatic conclusion, stands as a testament to the unpredictable theater of mixed martial arts, where narratives can be rewritten in the space of a single strike. In the annals of Noche UFC, it will endure not only for the brutality of its ending, but for the way it encapsulated the sport's capacity for sudden, decisive drama.